Yeah. Y'all watching the Grind Ethics mixtape show, and I'm your host, Viktory BX Supreme Promoter. Basically, you know what I mean? I'm saying? Basically. Yeah, what up, what up? Thank y'all for watching another episode, a new episode of the Grind Ethics mixtape show. Anybody that like this episode, I'll be very grateful if anyone follow me on Instagram. Grind Ethics at Instagram, Grind Ethics Mixtape Show at Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok, Grind Ethics at TikTok. And oh yeah, and anybody that definitely like this episode, I'll be very grateful if anyone can make a friendly donation. No stress, nothing crazy. The link is Grind Ethics Cash App, Grind Ethics Cash App, and I'm also on PayPal, Grind Ethics Media at PayPal. That's Grind Ethics Media at PayPal. And I gotta give a big shout out to my sponsor, Yamaha Naturals. Yep, online health store, Yamaha Naturals. They sell sea moss. I got the sea moss on deck. Actually, I just got this in the mail today. I was waiting for it. I got this in the mail. Big shout out to Yamaha Naturals for sending me the sea moss and the shirt. Also, I got some marijuana gummy bears with sea moss in it. Ooh. I would try one out right now to see if it gets me high, but later on I'm about to plant some trees after this episode, so I don't want to fuck myself up right now. I don't smoke weed to be fucked up anymore. I smoke weed just to be mellow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, and Yamaha Naturals, you gotta do something about these shirts, man. You keep sending me shirts that's like size large and shit. I'm an extra large, man. You know what I mean? Got me looking like a T-Mobile employee. Come on, man. Yamaha Naturals, man. It's extra large, man. It's extra large. Then again, that's my fault. I didn't remind them to send me an extra large T-shirt. I was just excited about getting the T-shirt. But anyway, big shout out to Yamaha Naturals. Anybody that want to learn about CMOS, if you don't know what CMOS is or you heard about it, not too sure, click on the link below. They got a website. Also, you can follow them on Instagram. So learn more about CMOS and also learn more about learn about the other health products that they have, like this too, the marijuana gummies. The you know what I'm saying? Basically. But yeah. What's this episode about, man? I forgot. Yeah. Ways. Today's topic is ways where 9-to-5ers, different ways where 9-to-5ers could make money without spending too much time. Without spending too much time, or different ways where 9-to-5ers can make money by spending less time and still keep their job. Still keep their job. Because a lot of 9-to-5ers find it hard to work an 8-hour job, or even especially a 12-hour job, and then have a business on the side. And then some of them have kids, But I'm telling you, 9-to-5ers, you don't have to open up you don't have to open up a business or sort of business where it takes up a lot of your time. And on top of that, you're taking care of your kids. Or even if you don't got no kids, you have a job where you spending 8 to 12 hours, you know what I'm saying, working or whatever, just to pay your bills. And I'm telling you right now that you don't have to do that. I know a lot of these entrepreneurs on YouTube be putting people down for having 9-to-5ers. I mean, if I have 9 to 5 jobs and be like, oh, quit your job now and start a business. No, no, that might not be convenient for you. Like me, for example, I hate 9 to 5 jobs. I really do. And I hate the lifestyle, but I'm not taking it that personal to the point where I'm gonna tell you to quit your job because I hate 9 to 5 jobs. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that because my situation is different. First of all, I live with my mother and I don't pay no rent. I don't pay too many bills. I don't have too much financial responsibilities. So a lot of my money, the money that I make, most of the money that I make goes to me. And I could do whatever. I could invest in a lot of stuff and, whatever. I'm more flexible than a 9 to 5 and a part-timer because I work under my own time. So my situation is different than a working class person. And don't feel bad. Anybody that work a 9 to 5, don't feel bad. Don't let them make you feel bad about you working a regular job or a 9 to 5. You got to do what you got to do. Okay, you got to do what you got to do. Even if you don't do it, you got to do what you got to do. Right? Feed your family, feed your kids, and especially if you don't have the complete mindset to start a business, just don't quit your job and get into the shit. If you don't have the right mindset to own a business, do not own a business. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself because you're gonna get back into the 9 to 5 thing. It's just like being a vegetarian, right? A lot of people that become vegetarians, they quit every single meat. They quit everything, all the meats at one time, and they end up going back to eating meat again. But to properly be a vegetarian or whatever, not a vegan, a vegetarian. Vegan and vegetarians are two different things. But to be a vegetarian and stay that way is you gotta give up one meat at a time. You might want to give up pork first, beef, shrimp, turkey, chicken, whatever, fish, whatever, one at a time. Maybe first 6 months you give up eating beef, or first 3 months, you stop eating beef. Then around that time you stop eating pork or whatever. But same thing when you have a business, man. I mean, you have to have when you make that transition from a 9 to 5 to entrepreneur, you have to have a mindset. You have to slowly train yourself to build up that mindset. If you haven't made no money for your first 3 months as an entrepreneur and you're like, God damn, I quit. You see that, develop the mindset first, man. Anyway, I'm announce different ways where you can make money as a 9 to 5 without spending too much time or less time and still keep your job if you want to. One method you can make money without spending too much time or less time, get into real estate. There's mad ways to get into real estate where you don't have to spend too much time or less time. Or there's different ways in general to get into real estate. You can actually own or actually buy a physical house, duplex, multi-unit house. I suggest you should get at least a duplex or a multi-unit house, and you could put somebody in there. You could put somebody in there as a tenant, and you can make money every month. Or let's say you own a house already. You're a 9 to 5 that own a house, and you have an extra room. You have an extra 2 rooms. You could move somebody in there if you want and make money off that tenant, off that person, and you making money every month without you working for it. Really, you making money. You basically making money without working for it. But I said less time, right? But there's different ways to get into real estate. I don't want to get too much into it, man, because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, you could buy a house to rent out. You could rent out Airbnb, and you could Airbnb somebody else's crib. You could rent out somebody else's crib and make and bring short-term tenants or short-term renters into this person's property that you're dealing with, that you're dealing with, and y'all could both make money. You and the landlord. You and the landlord. You go out there and you find a landlord or you find an owner of a property that's willing to bring people in to rent out short-term for vacation or whatever, and y'all both split the paper chase. But you don't have to put too much money, and you don't have to like constantly visit the tenants. Maybe see them once to see if everything's okay, or maybe the landlord could see them. I don't know. It's whatever how the situation is. Oh, you could flip websites because websites is real estate. It's digital. Websites are digital real estate. Like we're on YouTube right now, right? YouTube, a digital real estate. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, digital websites. I mean, digital real estate. You can sell that and spend less time doing that. You have to spend some time making money selling websites, but it's not as much as you working a 9 to 5 or even a self-employed hustle. Well, it is kind of a self-employed hustle. Anyway, you could start a vending machine business. Second way where you can make money without spending too much time or less time and still keep your job. You could get into the vending machine business. You could Google how to get a vending machine. It's not crazy amount of money. Or if you have to spend time to save the money to get a vending machine, whether it's a used vending machine or a new vending machine, you could do that. And you could find an owner of a venue. It could be a barbershop, a beauty salon, a laundromat, a school, a library. Find a owner or somebody in charge of a particular venue and split the money with that person. But that's where the hard work, that's where the time comes in, and hard work comes in is finding somebody that is willing to have a vending machine in their venue. And also you got to negotiate price. That's another detail as far as work. And you got to see if this place where you want to stick your venue in has a high amount of traffic or people walking back and forth, so you can make a certain amount of money every month. But you're not, and once you make your money off the vending machine business, it don't matter if it's $50 at first or $100. That's $50 that you didn't work for, or that's $100 you didn't work for. And mostly you go in there, you go into the venue, or you go into the site where your vending machine is at to clean the vending machine or to pick up the money. Pick up the money, clean the vending machine, and also do drop off the actual product. Or for safety reasons, or for the sake of safety, you don't have to pick up the money if you're concerned about safety. People could just pay a debit card or credit card straight to your account if they want to buy a product, a soda, or some chips from your vending machine, and you're good. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to rob you or whatever, because there ain't no cash in the machine. What are they gonna rob you for? Well, maybe the merchandise, the product, whatever. But so that's one way. Another way where you can make money by spending less time or not too much time and still keep your job. You can sell merchandise online. You can do what I do. You could go to the wholesale place, buy a bunch of stuff that people need, and you could sell your merchandise on eBay, Poshmark, Amazon, OfferUp, or different. You could look up at different websites that suit your needs. or you could look at any website that's dedicated to a particular product or products that you sell and fuck with that and make money. And you have to spend time to learn how to get money online. Go to YouTube University. We on YouTube. You know what I mean? So it's everything's a learning experience, but you don't have to spend as much time. You might not have to spend too much time trying to sell things online as much as your job. Because some of y'all work 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours at your job. I don't know how the fuck y'all do it. I can't get jiggy with that. I don't know how you do that. I remember one time I was working at this factory, it was a full-time job. It was a temporary job, but it was 12 hours at a factory in Yonkers. I hated that shit. I'm glad the guy fired me, though. Anyway. You could do deliveries. Another way where you could make money without spending too much time or less time. You could do deliveries for Uber Eats, Caviar, DoorDash. These apps where you could deliver stuff to people. You know what I'm saying? Or not only delivery, not only food apps, but apps in general. You could work for apps like I said, Uber, Caviar, DoorDash. You could work for food apps where you're not spending too much time, or you're not obligated to spend a certain amount of time. You could work for 1 hour, 2 hours, and make whatever money you make. You good. You could work two maybe 1 day out of a week, 2 days out of a week. No, you're a freelancer basically, so it's no stress. You know, nobody's telling you when to come to work or leave or whatever. It's up to you. It's up to you. You could work for DoorDash. I say DoorDash, Caviar. There's other apps you could work for. But you know what? I'm not going to get into all the app stuff because I don't want this to be too long. In another episode, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna push y'all on to different apps that you can make money off. Oh yeah, I gotta make a disclaimer. I don't know if it's too late for this. I gotta make a disclaimer real quick. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. You should seek professional help from a lawyer or maybe a professional financial advisor, you know what I'm saying, to see what you want to get into so you can make your extra bread. Because I don't want nobody blaming me for messing up their money, okay? And I'm not even telling you, okay? I'm not even telling you to do these things. I'm giving y'all suggestions. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these things I'm listing right now where you can make money and not spend too much time to make the money, some of these stuff I wouldn't do myself. Not to say it's bad and you cannot make no money. It just don't suit me. You know, that's all. But it might suit you. I don't know. So I'm just suggesting or giving y'all options, different ways where you could make money while keeping your job, and you don't have to spend too much time. That's all. That's all. What else? You could become a copywriter, or write captions for big companies. You could be a copywriter once again, and you can write captions for big companies. Yes, that's simple. There's a website called Fiverr where you could do like a little resume and let businesses know that you could write captions for them. If you're a creative person and you know how to write stuff to pull people in so they can spend money, even if you do that as a job, that's great. What you do for your 8-hour job, you could do it as a freelancer or a hustle, and you not spend too much time and make money in due time. Why not? You can if you have a car, you can rent out your own car to people under a company named Turo, Touro. Matter of fact, after this show, if you're interested in renting out your car to people so you can make extra money, Look up Toro, Touro, Touro. Okay, Toro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave a link after the show. You can actually rent out your car to people. Some of y'all never heard of it. Some of y'all have, whatever. But if you have a car, you can rent it out to people. And you don't even have to, while you at work or while you doing whatever you're doing, spending time with your family. Or let's say you have an extra car. You can rent out your extra car to people while you chilling with your family and doing whatever you do. Or while you sleeping or whatever. And you don't have to go visit this person or see this person or whatever. Okay? And make money while you make money. And that's the way you making money without spending no time, really. You're not spending no time, really. And you're making money. You could own a dumpster business. That's another way where you can make money. You can own a dumpster business. I got a little detail. I don't know too much of the, like as far as you need a license. I don't know too much about the licensing. I don't know anything about as far as getting licensed for that. But look up on YouTube and ask YouTube, how can I start a dumpster business? And you don't have to be a driver. You can hire a driver to take your dumpster to whatever site. You could network with different people, right? Network with different businesses like store owners, restaurants that need to throw away their garbage, right? Basically get rid of their garbage. They could use your dumpster to basically put away their waste or whatever. And they pay you every month. And like I said, you can hire a driver. You don't have to drive yourself. And the only work that I would say the most work that you have to do is find people find businesses, find brick and mortar businesses that will actually pay you to put their garbage in your dumpster. And you might not even have to see these people. And you're making money while you're working, shitting, sleeping, fucking, all that good stuff, okay? And dreaming. Well, sleeping, dreaming, same thing. And you could buy and flip cars. Yes. If you have a 9-to-5 job or a part-time job, whatever, you could put your money together, right? Go to a car dealership, buy somebody's car. You got a lot of people buying cars. Selling cars. You got a lot of people selling cars, right? Put your money together, buy a car, and flip that shit. Flip that bitch. And use that money to buy another car and flip the other car, and so on and so on. You could do that. Actually, my brother, Joe, who's my barber, he actually does that. He does that for a living on top of his freelance job as being a barber, because he cuts hair 7 days a week. So that's how he makes his extra money, buying cars and selling it. Basically wholesaling cars. Just like how I buy socks and I sell it out in the street and make my profit. Yeah, same thing. You might want to look into that. Go to YouTube and learn how to do that. This is getting too long now. You could sell a course. That's another way where you can make money, right? Without spending too much time. You could sell a course. You could be skilled at anything. I don't care what you're skilled at. You could be skilled at anything. Hire a cameraman or camera person. You could go into a studio, rent out a studio, whatever. Or you could have a green screen like this in your house or whatever and videotape yourself teaching people what you're good at or teaching people your passion or whatever. And you could do just one video and people could pay you just for that one video forever. Why are you working? Why are you doing whatever? And you don't have to spend too much time doing it and you're making money. Now you have to learn how to sell your own course. This is where the hard work comes into play. This is where the time comes into play. But it's not the same amount of time as if you in a job doing tedious shit for 8 to 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to sacrifice a couple of hours out your weekend or a couple of hours or 1 hour from your day off to learn. There's nothing wrong with that, man. What else? What else? Matter of fact, I'm gonna come back. I don't want this shit to be too long. It's almost 30 minutes. I'm about to be out. Thank y'all for watching this part one of ways on how 9-to-5ers can make money by spending less time and still keep their job. Right here on the Grind Ethiks Mixtape Show. This is part one. I'm out. I'm gonna come back though. If you like this episode, this part of the episode or whatever, part one, I'll be very grateful if anyone could make a donation, or if anyone could follow me on Instagram, things of that nature. I'm out. I'm gonna come back. And remember, peoples, tell a friend to tell a friend. That's all about the motherfucking grind, basically.